I never thought my life would take a turn, that until now. I still don't know whether to call it a tragedy or a truth that needs to be revealed. And it all started with a little creature that I had been waiting for 3 years. The perfect marriage, or so I thought. Emma and I met when I was 26 and she was 24. Emma is one of those people who, when you first see her, you think, this is the kind of person who would make a great mother. She is gentle, her voice is always soft, she always smiles, and her eyes are always filled with warmth. I fell in love with her so fast. And strangely enough, she fell in love with me too. We got married after a year of dating. Not because we were in a hurry, but because it felt right. The next 3 years were the best of my life. We planned to have children, took trips, spent every weekend watching movies, cooking, and laughing over the little things. Every night, Emma leaned her head on my shoulder and whispered, "I can't wait to have children with you." But the longer I wait, the more desperate I become. A year passed. Then 2. We went to the doctor, had all the tests, had our schedules checked, changed our diets. The doctors said they were both fine. "Let's keep trying," they said. But anyone who has been through this knows, it's easier said than done. Pressure from both families, the questions accidentally stabbed like needles in the heart. But Emma was still strong. She kept holding my hand and smiling. Then the miracle will happen. And I believe it. One small change, and then a storm. About 6 months before the truth broke, Emma began to change. Not big changes. Little things at first. She slept later. She picked up her phone more. She locked her screen with a new password. The messages kept coming, and each time, she put her phone face down on the table. I asked, "Who said that?" She smiled. "Just a colleague." I want to believe. I try to believe. But once trust is broken, every little thing becomes suspicious. She started coming home late. She said she had a meeting. She said she had to work overtime. She said she had to go on a business trip. And every time I offered to pick her up, she refused. One evening, I opened the calendar on the refrigerator. We had a habit of writing all our plans on it. I saw a lot of days marked with red question marks. No notes. I asked Emma. She paused for a split second. A very small second, but enough to make my heart clench. I was just busy with some personal matters those days. Private business is how people keep secrets. I looked at her for a long time. Emma avoided my eyes. One rainy afternoon, Emma called me with a trembling voice. "Can you come home early? I have something to tell you." I drove home like crazy. Found her sitting on the sofa, her hands on her stomach. "Brother, I'm pregnant." I was stunned. My throat tightened. The happiness I had been waiting for 3 years came rushing over me like a wave. I hugged her, crying like a baby. But in that beautiful moment, something crept into my heart. A sharp thorn. Time period. We last had sex almost 2 months ago. The cycles didn't match. The calendar she marked in red didn't match. I tried to push the thought away. I told myself, no way. It can't be. This is my wife. The person I love the most. But that feeling sticks with me every night. Signs not to be missed. During the first 3 months, Emma insisted on going to the doctor alone. "I don't want you to get tired. I'm worried you'll take too much time off." Unreasonable. How could a husband like me who wants a child not want to go along? But I held back. I was afraid of upsetting her. Afraid of saying the wrong thing and ruining what we had all been waiting for. Then something happened. One day Emma was taking a shower, leaving her phone on the table. A message appeared on the screen. "Does he suspect anything?" I froze. Sender. Sebastian, her new colleague. My heart dropped. When Emma stepped out, I looked at her. My eyes were so full of pain that she stopped. What is wrong? I just asked one question. Who is Sebastian? She paled. Only for half a second, but I saw it clearly. Just a colleague. You're too suspicious. But I didn't ask any more. I just kept quiet. And sometimes, silence is scarier than an argument. The day Emma gave birth was the best day of my life, and also the cruelest. A tiny, red baby girl with big, round eyes. I held my baby, tears falling uncontrollably. I loved him from the first minute. But when I looked at her face, something was wrong. Her skin was fairer than Emma's and mine. Her hair was chestnut brown, while both her and my parents' families had dark hair. I reminded myself, it's just a baby. It changes after a few months. But another piece of the puzzle once again stabbed my heart. Sebastian has brown hair. From that moment on, I could no longer sleep. I looked at my child. I saw an angel. But along with that was fear, pain, and the inevitable question. Is the baby mine? I struggled with this for a month. The thought of taking a DNA test made me feel guilty. Like I was betraying my own trust. I love her. I want to believe. I swore I would never doubt Emma. But I saw the messages. I saw the signs. And most of all, I felt the distance growing between us. One day, when Emma took the baby for a shot, I did what I feared most. I took a hair from my child. I took a hair from myself. I sent it to a lab. The day the results came out, I felt like my heart was about to explode. A white envelope. A single piece of paper. A single line of text. 0% biological relationship. The world around me collapsed. I couldn't breathe. It felt like someone had stabbed me in the chest. The girl I love with all my heart is not mine. I fell to the floor. And I cried, not like a man, but like a man who had just lost everything. The naked truth. Betrayal. And an unprepared confession. That evening, Emma came home and carried her baby into the room. I sat at the dining table, the test envelope in front of me. As she walked out, I looked her straight in the eye and said, "We need to talk." Emma trembled slightly. She saw the envelope. And in that moment, I knew she understood. "What did you do?" I choked. "Tell me. Is the child yours?" Emma burst into tears immediately. She collapsed onto the chair. I'd never seen her like this, not angry, not defensive, but desperate. She whispered, "I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know what to do." I punched the table. "Why did you betray me?" Emma shook her head repeatedly. "It's not like you think. I didn't mean for that to happen." I gritted my teeth. "Sebastian, right?" She was silent. And that silence was more cruel than any confession. But then Emma said something that turned things around. "He is not the man I love. He threatens me." I was stunned. Emma said that in the last months before she became pregnant, Sebastian had flirted with her at work. When she refused, he began threatening to sabotage her work and spread false information that would get her fired. One day after the company party, he forced her to drink and then dragged her into the storage room. Emma said she didn't dare tell me. She felt humiliated. She was afraid I would think she was cheating on her. Afraid I would leave her. And when she found out she was pregnant, she panicked. She thought if she told the truth, I would be disgusted with her. She chose to remain silent. I was stunned. I didn't know whether to feel hurt, more angry. She covered her face. I'm sorry. I don't know what to do. I just don't want to lose you. I didn't say anything for over an hour. Emma sat next to me, crying too hard to speak. I looked towards the baby's room. An innocent creature, sleeping, unaware that his life was becoming the center of two adults' pain. I stood up and walked into the room. I looked at the little girl, her little hands clutching at the air. I put my hand on my chest and whispered, "It's not your fault." And that was